Hey everyone, wouldn't it be fun to grow up in a small town and become something famous? Well, today we're going to talk about somebody that did that, named John Francis Dodge. My name is Fletcher Barnard and I'm a senior at Coffee County Central High School. And I would love to one day be like John Francis Dodge. In his upcoming, he was in an ordinary lifestyle in Niles, Michigan. He grew up in his dad's machine shop and foundry. Growing up, he worked and played sports. He worked, like I said, in his dad's machine shop doing marine motors and small engines starting out. He used that to build off of for many different ventures. During his marine and small engine repairs, he is able to learn how to manufacture parts, how to rebuild parts, and how to sell parts. And this is when it came into him making something called Dodge Motor Company with his brother. Now, he used all this background to start out smaller and bigger businesses. Like, for example, he was a dealer and broker for Ford. Henry Ford hired them on to build engines, front axles, and rear axles for the Dodge Model T, not Dodge Model T, but Ford Model T and Ford Model A. They ended up breaking the bond and the stocks because the vice president got mad at the brothers, and so they broke off and decided to go with their own venture. They started with Dodge Motor Company. Dodge Motor Company started out with 3 different cars: the Dodge Model 30, the Roadster, and then a car just called Dodge. Dodge was the first prototype, and it soon picked up when everybody saw interest in it. The Dodge Model 30 came into existence to be competition with the Model T in the 4-cylinder game. While making the Dodge Model 30, they decided to make the Roadster for military use. So, in World War I, they used that as transportation vehicles, it came in 2 different motor sizes, a V6 and a 4-cylinder. And with the V6s, it was right out of the gate. They didn't really produce well, so they swapped over to an inline 6. And this was a big controversial thing because they didn't think that 6 cylinders in a row would work out. And it turns out that Slant 6 was one of the biggest producers up until the mid-80s. Once they got this down and pat, they took all that money that they had made, Dodge and his brother, and started supporting leukemia and lymphoma. They did many different things with that, such as different cups and different races. In one specific year, he raised $119,000 at the Leukemia Cup. He also spoke about leukemia and lymphoma during that cup. And within the couple next few years, he did the Hospice Cup and several different ones like that for cancer fighting to raise money for these problems. And that's honestly more important to me than the historic nature of his vehicles and the Dodge Company to come. And like I said, that's the most important thing to me, was him supporting and fighting for people's lives. So, like I said, he was a very productive man. He did small engine repairs in his dad's shop growing up, which led to him making his own company, which took him to using all that money with his company to support something to help other people save lives. This is what makes me want to do a tribute speech about him. Thank you for your time.